Hello, this is Nathan from Access TV and I'm here with Rob.
Hello.
And we have both been playing PlayStation Vita all year, and this is our top 10 of 2012, which is indeed an all-time top 10 because it was only released this year. So we will start at number 10 with Rayman Origins, which was first released for the PlayStation 3 and other formats a bit earlier, but on the PS Vita, the reason that we have it on the list is it is a properly magical experience. When you put it on, I think it just works on the system so well.
It's better on the Vita than it is on the PS3, I think.
I think so too. And one of the reasons is because I always wear headphones when I play the PlayStation Vita, and when you listen very closely to not just the music but the sound effects as well, it really brings it plays off the dainty and delicate design and the cartoonishness of the world, which is like a living Disney movie. It's amazing. And
it's just so vibrant as well. The colours are incredible. I just like pretty things now. That's why I like Rayman on Vita. And you can tilt it and you can touch it. You can pop the bubbles with your fingers. And
it just works.
It just feels really nice to play. At number 9, another game that is all about having loads of stupid fun, Frobisher says, which isn't even really a game, it's more like an app. It's like a free app.
Frobisher says.
Yeah,
and it's probably one of the best experiences you could have on the console.
Well, it was a pre-order bonus for people who pre-ordered the PlayStation Vita, and well done them. And what you got if you did it was, I remember seeing the advert for it when it first came out, and it just looked like fun and funny in a really distinctly British way. It's made by basically two men who we went to visit, who just work in London. They're basically artists, and they made the levels out of like clay and like cardboard cutouts.
They said they just sat in a pub and came up with really stupid ideas, and then they made it.
Exactly, and it's kind of, I mean, it's a minigame format, the like of which has appeared before on other portable handheld machines.
I remember when we first played it in the office, and we were in absolute hysterics.
It's just fun. And Kevin Eldon does the voice of Frobisher, and he basically tells you to do stuff, and like but the slyness of the humour is is what he has you doing, and the horrible thing. What's your favourite thing that they?
Eyes open, my clams.
But there's also one where you have to delete someone's save games on the PlayStation 3,
oh, yeah.
And at the end he says,
"He'll enjoy the challenge of starting again." It's amazing.
It's brilliant. And number 8, we have Tales from Space Mutant Blobs Attack, which is a little known title, which is why I think it's great that it's made onto our top 10. It is a tiny platformer, again by another small studio. It's a downloadable title, a studio called Drinkbox, I think, from they work in Toronto in Canada. And it's, again, a kind of a humorous platforming game, a puzzler, and what you basically play a gelatinous blob who has to absorb things to get bigger, and that allows you to progress in the level by becoming heavier and being able to like interact with more objects. And it's just a sense, I just love how it's so simple as a game in terms of the mechanics of it, but they put so much love and personality in the way that he moves around the world. The way that if you land on a corner, he sort of sags around the corner, and you can like wall
squeeze him through pipes as well. That was my favourite thing, how I can just squeeze into a tiny elongated blob of ooze and just kind of like squeeze out a pipe, like a cartoon, like when you see Tom and Jerry and Tom squeezes down a pipe to chase after Jerry,
it has a real
pops out at the end.
Brilliant cartoon sensibility.
It just feels brilliant to play. And number 7 is a game that originally I was like, what on earth is this doing on the Vita? It's just a rubbish puzzle game, but it's not at all. It's Luminaires Electronic Symphony, which I absolutely fell in love with after playing it after for a long period of time.
You get into the
it's
kind
just
of
a really nice,
mode.
It's a really nice, calming merge of visuals and sound. It's got a great electro soundtrack, really nice visuals, and it's just brilliant to play. You really kind of notice, and you kind of get used to all the patterns that the game wants you to do, and you kind of get into a rhythm when you start nailing those massive combos.
In the zone, in the Luminaires zone. And number 6, Stranger's Wrath HD, which is a huge latecomer. It's only just been released.
Was it out last year? Wasn't it on PS3?
It was out last year on PS3, and it's just for the Just Underwater, another tiny studio who work up north in Ireland, have just done this PlayStation Vita version, and it is brilliant on the Vita. I mean, it's
I've not played this as much as you.
No, but well then let me tell you, it's like it was a last gen title, so it was PS2, and you can go from third or first person. It's an Oddworld game, but it's like a new set of characters. It's got that Oddworld vibe to it, the humour. You play a bounty hunter. It's basically a western shooter, but instead of shooting guns and all the boring stuff that normally come along with guns, you fire crossbows, you fire rodents basically from crossbows. And rodents have various different powers. You can some of them are bait, some of them you can web people up, and the way that it works is a fully fledged first-person shooter on the PlayStation Vita. I think it's even better. Obviously, spoiler, it doesn't appear on this list. I think it's even better than Resistance: Burning Skies.
And in 5th place is Gravity Rush,
Yes.
which is an amazing game.
beautiful.
One of the few original Vita games that isn't anywhere else, and it's just this incredible, amazing cel-shaded world. And the cutscenes are done in these incredible kind of comic book style panels that you can move around.
You can probably
like
twist the Vita anyway. Like
you
you
can twist it
portrait
around, and you can turn it upside down, and the comic panels will move. And the open world is incredible, but the best thing is that you can just kind of disengage gravity and climb up the side of buildings. And
well, it gives the fighting, the combat, and all of the action this completely novel twist that at any point you can get really good at as well. You can turn off gravity and then turn it back on, so you're sort of falling through space at set angles. It's amazing.
then you can change it mid-fall and just kind of go on a weird mid-air journey around these buildings.
And number 4, we have Metal Gear Solid HD,
Yes.
which you've been telling me is the perfect home for Metal Gear.
Yeah, because it is, well, there's no getting around the fact that they're just brilliant games. Simply put, it doesn't matter what platform they're on, they're just incredible games. Metal Gear Solid 2 is one of my favourite PS2 games ever, and then Metal Gear Solid 3 came out, and that was also one of my favourite PS2 games ever. They're just...
Is it the perfect
Great.
way? Because I am still catching up, as I think I've said to everyone laughed at me on the internet last time, so I'm still catching up with Metal Gear. Is this the best way to catch up with Metal Gear Solid?
I would say so, yeah, because you can take it with you anywhere, and it's just, PS2, it looks every bit as good, better even, than the PS2 version.
It holds up, so these
HD, and it's, all the controls work on the Vita. You've got little touchscreen additions, so able to select your weapons and stuff, which is a neat touch. And if you haven't played Metal Gear, it's just, you've got to play them basically, they're essential. And in number 3, we've got LittleBigPlanet PlayStation Vita.
Yes.
Which is, again, another game that is possibly even better than the PS3 version.
And it's pretty, Rob. People are going to get the wrong idea about you. They're going to think you're nice. So, you played this more than me. I have played it, and I enjoyed. I didn't really delve into the creation side. I played the campaign, and it's, to my mind, a pretty perfect port in that sense. How did the?
It's not a port. It's
sorry.
originally.
Yeah, of course it is. No, but I mean, in terms of a translation from PlayStation 3 to PS Vita. But how did the building work?
The creating stuff.
Yes.
Or you can basically just use your fingers to, change the shape of your material, which makes it really intuitive and easy. Because I'm absolutely rubbish at creating things. Things at LittleBigPlanet. User-created content, I am awful. I just like to sample what other far more talented people have made.
I think that's
but I can
true.
easily create like a simple bridge, or just like a background for you, like some hills or some mountains. You can just draw them out with your finger on the Vita, and it's amazing fun.
That's a godsend. Well,
plus, you can do stuff that you just can't do on the PS3, like pulling back bits of elastic to fling the Sackboy through the air, and it's got a great use of the rear touchpad as well, where you kind of pinch things and push things out from the back. And
they've recently released a patch that enables you to control LittleBigPlanet 2 using the PlayStation Vita, I believe. So that is awesome. So, Sackboy has become the essential PlayStation character, so if you have a PlayStation Vita, you need this. And number 2, Uncharted Golden Abyss, which is the PlayStation Vita's big blockbusting action title. I think so much could have gone wrong with it. As a huge Uncharted fan, I was nervous about playing Golden Abyss.
I was very sceptical as well.
But when you play it, it's just more Nathan Drake, more Uncharted. It's
just
huge.
more Uncharted, and you can aim your gun by moving the Vita around, which when I first heard, I was like, that's not going to work.
I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn it off.
Aim like normal. But I do aim using the Vita quite a lot because it lets you line up headshots.
Kind of you can just like tilt it up. Yeah, it's amazing. And the only thing I grew slightly tired of the rubbing. I did a lot of rubbing, but I did like all the collection stuff. There was a whole collecting, photographing side to the game, which was brought in just for PlayStation Vita and for the the AR style camera controls. And on top of that, it had the same cast. The story had been made in conjunction with Naughty Dog, and the action held up properly. It was like a big blockbusting game, only I was holding it in my hands.
And it had that amazing bit where you had to shine the light through the Vita to reveal
You did that on a train, didn't you?
Yeah. I was on the train and I got the torch on my phone and shone it into the Vita.
You're holding
it
made
me feel like a real adventurer, having to find the light somewhere. I was tapping my coat. Oh my god, I've got everything on this.
I think it's
lights. It was brilliant.
I think it's my top moments this year have been from that. But that isn't our number 1. Our number 1 is
Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Purely because it essentially is the PS3 version.
It is no different. It's
and
amazing.
It's as big, as brilliant. It's got everything in there, and you can take your unlock points, your speed points, over from your PS3 save. So you've got everything you've unlocked from the PS3 version just ready to go.
I wish that it had been slightly more direct. You know, like all the cars and everything. Like my progress continues over on PS3, but as it is, it's definitely the biggest, certainly driving game. But I think, you know, the open world makes it the biggest game I played on PlayStation Vita. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's got the amazing soundtrack. It's got all the cool easy drive functions.
As a man who spent over 100 hours playing Burnout Paradise, if someone had said you could have a game of this scale and this quality on you know, just anywhere you went in the world, I don't know what I'd have done for them. I'd have made them a pie or married them. I'd have done something really unusual.
So there you go. If you're getting a PlayStation Vita for Christmas, just unwrapped one, those are the 10 games you need to be going for straight away.